I welcome you all to another video lesson of Should Wizard Hit Mommy by John Updike. Wizard. Wizard means a magician. Harry Potter is a wizard. Wizard means magician. Should Wizard Hit Mommy by John Updike. A story about the worldview of a little child and the difficult moral question she raises during the story session with her father. What do the expression and posture of this girl say? Is she sad, disappointed, confused, or thinking about something? Now, uh, you see the picture of the girl and see her expression. What do the expression of and posture of this girl say? Whether she is happy or sad? Yes, she seems sad. Uh, it also appears that she is thinking about something. Okay, John Hare Updike was an American novelist, poet, short story writer, art critic, and literary critic. Born on 18th March 1932, Pennsylvania, United States, died 27 January 2009, Danvers, Massachusetts, United States. And his genre is literary realism. He won a Pulitzer Prize, and his Pulitzer Prize winning books are, you can find here, Rabbit is Rich, in Time, and Rabbit at Rest. You please try to read these books. Let's see what is the main plot of Should Wizard Hit Mommy. Here, uh, in this story, we find a story within a story. Okay, that is there. Roger Creature is the protagonist. Jack, father of Joe, narrates stories to her daughter, and in every story, Roger Creature is the protagonist. Roger suffers from some problem. He goes to wise old owl, and the owl sends him to wizard, and the wizard performs magic spell and solves the problem. Okay, uh, that this is the common thing that we find in the stories told by Jack to his daughter. In every story, there was Roger Creature, who was the leading protagonist, and he suffered from some problem, and every time he goes to wise old owl, and later on the owl sends him to wizard, and wizard perform magical spell and solves the problem. This is what we have basic in the stories of Jack. Story within a story, as I already told you. Should Wizard Hit Mommy? John Updike is the writer. He tells story of Jack and Joe. Jack tells the story of Roger Skunk. See, John Updike, he tells the story of Jack and Joe, but again Jack, the character, tells the story of Roger Skunk to his daughter Joe. So there is story within a story. Story within a story. This is also called nested narrative or framed narrative. It's a literary device in which one character within a narrative narrates. Example: Mahabharata, Panchatantra, Hamlet, Arabian Nights. Owl. What's the mythological and traditional significance of owl? Let's see. As per the Greek mythology, in Greek mythology, the owl was the messenger of Athene, the goddess of wisdom. Hence, the idea of wise old owl. Always say wise old owl. Okay. Collective noun for owls is parliament. Okay. People active and productive at night are called night owls. For example, if someone walks at night or someone studies hard at night, uh, they may also be called as what? Night owls. But in the Indian context, it is not so. The eagle owls are called ullu in Hindi, also used as a synonym for idiot or imbecile. So there is a great difference in the view of Greek mythology and Indian context. Skunk. There is a real creature called skunk, a cat-sized American mammal of the weasel family with black and white striped fur. When threatened, it squirts fine spray of foul-smelling, irritant liquid from its anal glands towards its attacker. Uh, Narrate one of your favorite stories told by a parent or grandparent and the effect it had on you. Perhaps uh, you have also been told stories by your parent or grandparent. Now, which story of your parent or grandparent you like the most? You and narrate the story. Okay, and this you have to do in your notebook. And next question that you have to do is, if there is one thing you would like to change about yourself with magic, what would it be and why? Really, it will be very interesting to write the answer to such questions, and all should send the answers to me. Let's have a recapitulation of the lesson, the story. Jack the Dash was in the habit of telling his dash-year-old daughter. What will be here? Jack the father was in the habit of telling his 4-year-old daughter. Okay. Uh, And what will be the in the next? Creating a story out of his head. Each story was a slight different of the same basic story. Okay, a small creature called Roger had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. OWL, okay, wise old owl, who sent him to the wizard, who in turn performed a magical spell to solve the problem. This exercise had become common as Joe never felt excitement anymore as she was growing up and was dash of the same story. What will be here? And was fed up of the same story. And okay, and that day Jack started telling Joe the story of Roger Skunk, okay, who smelled so bad that other creatures were not ready to play with him. You can write like that. The only good thing about Jack's stories was the dash effects added by him. What will be here? What will positive effects added by him? Otherwise, he was not a good storyteller. Now, assignment: compare the changes coming in Joe in her growing up years with that of Margaret Nathan's childhood. You studied the poem Childhood in class 11, written by Marcus Nathan, and so here you have to compare the changes that were coming in Joe with that of Marcus Nathan's childhood. I hope you have understood the lesson very well, and I'll prepare the next part of the video. So uh, do the questions given to you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead.